Push him. Kill the guy now. You have to come. Hit him. What's wrong with you?
What? What is this?
Good day, sir.
You are watching Jackie Pan in my house.
No, it's King Kong, sir.
King Kong. You've never heard of ACTV before in your life? ACTV is very educative, informative, and there are football sport there. There is entertainment. There are a lot of things you can even attend lectures here. All you know is watch all those nonsense artists and do nonsense, or you watch nonsense on TV. Last night you almost came in bed with your fist.
It's not me, sir.
And you wake up every morning, the bed will be so rough, like you've been fighting for your dream. That's the reason why you have F's in your courses, like especially made for you.
I have it last semester.
We £5 on you. Very stupid though. Change that section to ACTV right now. And oh God, the baby to have been first born. Stupid boy.
Hello everyone, welcome back to class. I want us to look at another topic today. I got some of your responses online and I can actually say you've done well. So let's look at another way of analyzing your results. Like, I mean, when you collect your data, then how can you analyze it? Then how can you interpret? What does it mean? So another method that you can use is what we call correlational analysis. In correlation analysis is a technique that measures the strength of relationship between two variables. It measures the strength of relationship, that is relationship between two variables. Now, we are concerned whether those two variables are interdependent or they co-vary together. What do you mean by interdependence? That is that the degree of association between the two variables. I don't know if you are getting me. I said in correlational, we look at two things, which is whether the variables are interdependent or they co-vary. I said when it is interdependent, we actually check the degree of association between those two variables. And co-varying means that they vary together. We are looking at it whether increase in one variable will also lead to increase in another variable. Decrease in one variable will lead to decrease in another variable. So that's what we mean by co-varying. That is, as one increase, the other one will also increase. And as one decrease, the other one will also decrease. That's correlational. Putting two things together and see the strength of relationship between them. Now, in measuring the degree of association, we normally use correlational coefficients. Correlational coefficient, which is being denoted by R. And this correlational coefficient, it varies between -1, less than or equal to R, or greater than equal to 1. I don't know if you are getting me. So your value can be in between -1 to +1. That's what it's telling us. So the value they are going to get can be -1, can be 0, can be +1, in between these two. When R is high, it means that the relationship between the two variables is high. And when we have the value that is low, the relationship between the two variables is also low, like getting 0.1, 0.2. So in those cases, the relationship between the two variables is low. But when you are getting like 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, it is an indication that the relationship between them is high. And 0.5 will just be moderately okay. Why 0 value means no relationship at all. Then also, like I said, it can be minus or plus. You know that we don't put plus here. Now, the positive sign indicates positive relationship. What do you mean by positive relationship? It means that as the measures of one variable goes up, also the measure of the other associated variable will go up. Now, if we have the measure of one variable to go down also, the measure of the other associated variable will also be low, and vice versa. So in case we have a negative sign, that means that as the measure of one variable goes up, the measure of another variable will go down. If you have the measure of one variable to go down, measure of another variable will go up. That's in the case of a negative sign. I don't know if you are getting it. So all of it, whether it's 0 point, the values, it has its own meaning. Then as well as the sign that you have there, it also has its own meaning. Now let's look at how they are being represented. Now we have two ways in computing for correlation. So you can use product moment correlation or Spearman rank. So this is the formula if you want to use product moment correlation. We have to, this is n. R is equal to n. N is the total number of the samples you want to that you want to measure. Then we have the summation of x, y. What do you mean by x, y? Variable 1, variable 2. Then summation minus summation of variable 1, then into bracket of summation of variable 2 over, then you have the square root of n again. Summation of x squared, which is your variable 1, minus summation x into summation x raised to power 2 times n, then summation y, which is your variable 2 square, minus summation y raised to power 2. This is for product moment correlation. This is the formula that you are going to use. Then you can as well as use this. R is equal to summation into bracket x minus x bar, which you know that that's your mean. Then y minus y bar over summation x minus x bar raised to power 2. Then you also have your summation y minus y bar raised to power 2. So that's the two formula that you can use in calculating your product moment correlation. Let's look at how you can, the formula for the Spearman rank correlation. That one is R is equal to 1 minus the whole of 6 summation d squared over n. This is the total number of the sample you want to measure. Then into bracket n squared minus 1. That's it. So let's look at an example of what we have been saying. It said the weight of granules harvested from different plots of two similar blocks of farm crops are expressed in kg in the following table. Now, the first one, you see block A. In block A, we have 4, 3, 2, 7, 7. Block B, you have 3, 5, 6, 8, 8. Now, what is the essence of having a data set like this? We want to correlate. Is there a relationship between block A and block B? Then let us check the strength of how they are related. That's the essence of calculating correlation. Now, let us use the product moment correlation. Don't mind me. It's product moment correlation formula. Let us use it to calculate the coefficient of correlation of this data set. The first thing is you must know the one you are putting for your variable 1, variable 2. Don't forget, your block A will be variable 1, block B variable 2. Put it in a table, in a tabular form, so that it can be easy. Then you put your variable 1, you can name it as x, then variable 2, you have y. So we have it like this. After putting it like this, the first thing you are going to do is sum all the variable 1 together. You have 25. Sum all the variable 2, you have 30. Now, how do I get my xy? Xy is 4 times 3, which is 12. That's how you're going to do for all the variables. Then, at the end, sum everything up. 12, 25, 12, 56, 56. At the end, you have 161. Then, my s squared, this is s squared. 4 squared, you have 16. 5 squared, 25. And so on. Then, you add it up also, you have 143. Y squared as well. 3 squared, you have 9. 5 squared, you have 25. Sum everything up, you have 198. Now, you all know how to get your mean. I told you how to get your mean. Your mean for x will be 25 divided by 5. That is summation x over n. So, you have your 4 plus 5, 2, 7 plus 7. You have 25. 25 divided by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Divided by 5. You have your mean to be 5. So 4 minus 5, you have minus 1. 5 minus 5, 0. 2 minus 5, minus 3. Then you have your 7 minus 5, 2. 7 minus 5, 2. That's how I got my x minus x bar. Also, the same thing for y bar. Also, calculate your mean, which is 30. 30 divided by 5, that's 6. So, your y bar is 6. Then, now 3 minus 6, you have your minus 3. 5 minus 6, minus 1. 6 minus 6, 0. 8 minus 6, 2. 8 minus 3, 2. Add everything together. Don't forget, we have 0 at the end, 0. Now, let's find the raised to power 2 of x minus x bar. So, when you raise this one, minus 1 square, you have 1. 0 square, that is 0 raised to power 2. 0, 3 raised to power 2, 9. 2 raised to power 2, 4. 2 raised to power 2, also 4. Then also the same thing for y, 9, 1, 0. Then here, you now multiply this and this together. This and this, that's what you multiply together. So that's why you have 1 times 3 here. You have 3, 0 times 1, 0. 3 times 0, 0. 2 times 2, 4, 4. Total, we have 11. That's the table using the first formula. Don't forget, we are still calculating product moment correlation. Now, let's substitute everything that we have calculated. Now, this is the formula that we want to use. Don't forget, our formula is represented by this. Then, let us substitute. Don't forget, I said n. Your n is 5. Count the number of columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, that's why you have your 5 here. Then, your xy is xy is 161. This is just a mistake. Is 161, not 1610. 161. So minus 25. Then minus into bracket 25. Then into bracket 30. That is the total of your x and total of your y. Then you now have all over. Then 5 again. Summation of your s squared, which is 143, 25 square. Then all what you need here is just your calculation. Then you can use your calculator to arrive at the answer here. Just make sure that you are substituting the right figure in each of the formula. So after you have done all those summation on this table, you don't need to stress yourself. You just need to be picking those values one after the other. Where you see s squared, you pick it, you pick the summation. There you see y squared, you pick the summation. So at the end, we have our correlation coefficient to be 0.61. That is telling us that at least there's still some level of relationship between block A and block B. Now let us use the second one, formula also. It's still product movement, so you can use the first or you can use the second. The summation of x minus x bar into bracket y minus y bar and the like. So the total of this, that as we have on the table here, you can see that at the end we have 11. That's why you have the 11 for all the whole of these factor. Then looking at x minus x bar, you have 18. Then y minus y bar is also 18. So I want to show us the calculation. So you have 18. Then at the end of it, you must arrive at the same answer, which is still 0.61. Just make sure you press your calculator very well and you do the calculation. So you are going to arrive at the same answer, whether using the first formula or the second formula. Now let's look at the second one, which is Spearman rank correlation. So let's look at this table together. Here, we want to use Spearman rank. This is the number of pupils that we have for students. You have them, maybe Kemi, Oshun, Kemi, Laide, Bayo, Oyin, and all of them. Let's just use alphabet to designate each of them. So in geography, we have 44. A score 44 in geography. In economics, a person score 42. Like, and so on and so on. So here in Oyin, maybe 69, 52. So that's how we just have those set of scores. Now, how do we measure the relationship between the scores of geography and economics? Being maybe a social science subject, do they correlate? Is there any relationship between these test score? Let's see how it's going to be. The first thing, like I've said, you tabulate, make a column for everything. For your geography, put all the scores in one place. So you have it. So this is the name of the student. A, B, C, D, T, J, that's 10. And 44, 69, 64. Here, I want you to be patient very well. In Spearman rank, you first rank the score. You first rank the score. Now, looking at all the scores of geography, you first look at the highest score. And here, the highest score is 1. And the highest score is 87, sorry, followed by 85. So the one that has the highest score, you're going to put 1. The following score, you put 2. This is 85. Then look again. Then I think the next one is 69. Put 3. Next one is 64. 4. Another one is, we have 52. 5. Then we have 44. 6. 34. 7. Then you have 28, 16, 9, and 08, 10. Please look at it very well. What I said is the one that has the highest score, you are going to rank it first. It's just like, you know that in your primary school, the person that scored 99.9, maybe the person is the one that they will put first position. It's just ranking. Ranking will be done based on the higher the score is. So the highest score, you're going to look for it and you're going to start your ranking from it. So also you do the same for economics. So the highest score for economics that we have here is 65. You put it 1. Then followed by, I think, 56. Now look up, everybody. So now we now have 56. 56 is in 2 places. 56, 56. What do you do? So the two of one supposed to be second and third, Abi. What you need to do is just 2 plus 3, which is 5, divided by 2. That's why we have 2.5, 2.5. I don't know if you are getting it now. Like somebody is scoring the same score. So you cannot put that one is second and one is third. Because they are having the same score. So what you need to do is just that divide it between the two of them. So second and third, which is equal to 5, then divided by 2, that's how we have 2.5. Now, if it is 3 people that is having the same score, so that means you are going to say 2 plus 3 plus 4. Because that's 3 position. So 2, 3, 4, you add it together, then divided by 3. So if you have 4 people having the same score, you add all those positions, all the 4 positions, then you divide by 4. So you're going to have, so what you get there, that's what you're going to put in their rank. So I put G rank, I put E rank. So that's how we got all our rank. Now, let's look at D. What do we mean by D? D means the difference between the 2 scores. The difference between the 2 scores. Now, here you don't need to, in the score, you don't need to arrange anything. Just leave it like that. So rank it, rank your score. Then you want to make the difference between the 2. For A, 6 minus 7, are you getting it? Is 1. So don't forget about maybe minus 1 or plus 1. Whether it is minus, whether it is plus, we are seeing what we want to use doesn't require us having a negative value. So now, 6 minus 7, you know that it is 1. 3 minus 5, whether you put minus 2 or you put minus 1, like I've said, it's still the same thing. So 4 minus 2.5, you see that we have 1.5. 7 minus 6, 1. 8 minus 8, 0. 5 minus 4, 1. 1 minus 2.5, 1.5. If you like, you can put minus 1.5. 9 minus 9, 0. Then 2 minus 1, 1. 10 minus 10, you have it also as 0. Now let's look at the square root of, so we have 1 raised to power 2, you have your 1. That's 1 times 1. 2 raised to power 2, 4. 1.5 raised to power 2, 2.25. 1 raised to power 2, 1. Then 0 raised to power 0. You know that that one is 0. 1, then so on and so forth. So add everything together also, which is 12.5. Now, having this as 12.5, which is your D square, that is what we need. Now let's look at how to substitute all these values in our equation. Now let's solve it. So your R is equal to 1 minus 6 summation D square over n into n square minus 1. Now, don't forget, your 6 is constant. Summation D square, which is your 12.5. Your D square is 12.5. Then, here, your n is 10. Hello? Your n is 10. Now, 10 raised to power 2, which is 100. 100 minus 1. That's how we got our 99. Now, let's move on. So, all what you need is just press your calculator very well and make sure you arrive at this a very good answer. So, at the end, I have 1 minus 0.076, which is R is equal to 0.92, which is a very good and a strong relationship between geography and economy, because it's around almost close to 1 or 0.9. There is a strong relationship between the two variables. So that's how we correlate things together. So you can correlate the scores you have in your biology with chemistry. Are you getting it now? So you can use this formula to correlate it. Then when you do it, you can see the relationship that you have between the two of them. So it is just a mean of what? Also a means of analyzing your data. So you know that, okay, actually, but if one, you see that one is now lacking, there's a difference, a huge difference between the two. You see that these two courses, they are not related at all, and that's why the margin that you're having between the two is so much. So I want you to take a look of this correlational analysis very well. Go over it over and over again until you are able to get every bit of it. So look at it very well. So you can use product moment correlation, or you use Spearman rank. And I told us the essence of it is to know the level of relationship between the two set of variables. Thank you very much. So till we meet next class, please keep updating me and keep sending information as anything you don't understand. You can reach me through my email. Thank you and keep safe.
Okay.
Finish him. Kill the guy now. You have to come. Hit him.
What? What is this?
Good day, sir.
You are watching Jackie Pan in my house.
So it's King Kong, sir.
King Kong. You've never heard of ACTV before in your life? ACTV is very educative, informative, and there are football sport there. There is entertainment. There are a lot of things you can even attend lectures here. All you know is watch all those nonsense artists and do nonsense, or you watch nonsense on TV. Last night you almost came in bed with your fist.
It's not me, sir.
And you wake up every morning, the bed will be so rough, like you've been fighting kung fu in your dream. That's the reason why you have F's in your courses, like especially made for you.
I have you last semester.
We by pounds on you. Very stupid. Oh, yeah, change that section to ACTV right now. And oh God, the baby was what you was born. Stupid boy.